Hello, my name is Bianca Kersten. Today we're going to talk about freedom. Freedom is very important in Tarifa. A lot of people come here and look for freedom, and they live in a van on the beach and have limited obligations and have this sense of freedom. But in the real sense, freedom is the freedom to choose, that you can make choices that are according to your values, to what fulfills you in life. So if the only option is to live in a van on the beach and you have no other choices you can make, then actually this is not really freedom. So how do you get the possibility to make all these choices? What are the things that really contribute to increase your sense of freedom? There's three things. One is education. Not only education in degrees, but also education in experience, knowledge, whatever brings you knowledge about the million choices you have. Because to make a choice, you have to know the choice actually exists. So knowledge, experience will benefit the amount of choices that exist. Also, of course, education brings more possibility to find a job or a sense of income that actually will benefit you and your choices. So if you have a very big CV and education and everything, you will have more choice which job you like or which source of income you like. If you have a lot of knowledge, a lot of time, you can make more money in a short amount of hours, have other hours you can spend on other things. So education is number one. Number two is resilience. If you're mentally flexible, then the world offers you more opportunities because you will dive in more easily. You're less afraid of not bouncing back. You can try more things because you know you're going to be okay mentally. A lot of people that experience really hard things, they will go more flexible through life because I already experienced the worst. So this makes them a lot of time more mentally flexible because the worst already happened, they survived. So the next thing that will happen will not be as bad. Resilience comes also in physical resilience. If you're fit, if you're healthy, if you're blessed with health, but also work on your health, then you have more choices. More choices what you can do in a day, in a lifetime. That really increases your sense of freedom. Number three is experience. I will tell you an example, how your brain works. So talk about Tarifa terms. There are two ways to go to the beach. That way, that way. One road, I already know. I know where it ends. I know which beach you go. I know the waves are nice there. Maybe there's good wind for kiting. The other road goes to a beach I've never been. Possibly with better waves, beautiful, whatever. But my brain will always pick the beach I know. Because the brain prefers to be certain. So even if the unpredicted outcome may be better, likes certainty. So if you experience a lot in this life, your life and things that you can predict are bigger. So for example, I want to move to a city. I've been to London. My brain said, oh, we know London, let's go to London. For example, this is how your natural brain works. Experience also makes your choice feel like there you have a lot more choice, not more options. And then people say, yeah, but you have a dog. That's not freedom because you have to be home to walk it. You cannot leave it so long alone. Yes, but I also have the choice to bring my dog to a shelter. I make the choice to get a dog. And every day I actually choose to keep the dog. Because I choose that it's not according to my values and how my happiness works that I will bring it to a shelter. So there are choices like having kids, being with a partner. Of course, you will not drop your kids off at some orphanage tomorrow. But yeah, you can leave the kids maybe with their father and say goodbye. There are people who do that. But that will not be according to your values. Also, staying with a partner. I think if you're with a partner, you should choose every day to be with that partner. So there are choices that maybe limit your sense of freedom, but in the end, there actually are choices you make every day. And I think it's very good to be aware of that, to be aware of what is freedom. Am I choosing freedom when I have a dog? Am I aware of all the choices I have? Am I really free? Or am I actually just thinking about limited options I have and don't think outside of the box? Good luck with examining your freedom.